all started as far back as 2006, a year after I completed my degree. I went to work in a family-owned business. I was born and raised in Kumasi, and we had a family-owned business, an oil mill and refinery, and that's where I was working. And during that period, I think that was the longest period I'd stayed put in one place without traveling. And that was a time when we were used to traveling during vacation times to shop for clothes and shop for accessories. But then school was over. I was a young adult trying to find my way or prove to my dad that I could work in the family-owned business. And I couldn't find anything to wear. So from a very selfish point of view, I started creating clothes for myself, going to my mom's seamstress with fabrics, telling her what to do. That's when I realized I had an interest in it, interest in design. And in 2008, fashion as a business was becoming very popular in West Africa. I remember Temple Muse opened its store. A couple of other brands from Ghana, Nigeria had set up. And it became evident that fashion could be a business. I had never thought of fashion as a business for myself. But in 2008, it became evident that I could. And then the task then became convincing my dad that this is what I wanted to do, quit working for him as his firstborn child, who was supposed to manage his factory, quit working for him, and in fact, relocate from Kumasi to Accra. I did that in 2010, found a job in a furniture design company whilst going for pattern drafting classes and slowly getting to understand the fashion landscape in Ghana back then. I mean, there were designers, they were sponsoring events, they were doing fashion shows. And during that period, I quickly realized it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted to take my time to set up my brand, understand the woman I was designing for, and understand the place or the void in which we were coming to fill. So I would say it took me 7 years to tackle this as a business, from 2010 to about 2017. 2017 was when I opened the studio. It came with more overheads, so I had to be serious. I had to put on my big girl pants and make big girl decisions. But the period leading to that was a serious learning curve. I formed what I believed should be the brand and the brand personality. I understood who I was designing for. I understood what I would do and what I would not do. I'm very monochromatic. I like functional pieces. I don't wear a lot of print. Sometimes I like to wear quirky things, and I just couldn't find anything that answered all these questions for me, and hence my desire to create for myself. Now, in creating for myself, I realized that there was a void. People were able to relate to that as well and could connect. It all comes down to you being true to yourself, finding your purpose and you being true to yourself. We are all artists in one way or the other. My influences will be the Bello Edu women. I take inspiration from them every single day. I see a piece that I've made and how people rock it to make their own individual statements. And then it sparks another idea or shows me how differently to do things. So I would say the woman that wears our clothes, she inspires me. The Bello Edu woman, she's confident. She has a sense of purpose and a sense of duty. She's serious, but at the same time doesn't take herself too seriously sometimes, likes to have fun, could very well live in a metropolitan city, could very well adapt to a rural setting. Mid-age would be a 35 or 36-year-old woman. Career-wise, it spans from a creative to a traditional job to a housewife, you name it. What matters most is what's within you as an artist and what you want to bring out. If I was to take everybody's opinion or input all the time, I would be drowned out. So in my design process, the most important thing is my gut, what I feel I want to put out in the world. And I do that confidently, knowing that there will be somebody who will connect to what it is that I've put out. So that's what matters to me the most. I've used conventional processes in hiring, but the decision never comes from the conventional process. I go with vibes, I go with energy. Not to say if somebody came to me and they didn't have the qualification, just because I liked their energy, I would hire them. But then I look into finding a connection. Beyond what we see on social media and online, it's a very tasking enterprise. So you need to find people that you connect with. And that's always been my way of hiring. In terms of managing, I think the best way to manage human resources, how would you want to be treated, period. Finding balance between family and work. It hasn't been difficult for me, it's not been a challenge. We will always find time for the things that are important to us. So it's just a matter of, at this point in time, if you've prioritized, do I spend time with my family? Has the work been taken care of? Can I do option A or option B? And once you have a close knit and everybody understands your purpose and their purpose, it's easier to interact, it's easier to work, it's easier to flow from work into family and vice versa. In trying to live my purpose and have a sense of duty, I have to be grounded or strive to be grounded. And my spirituality helps me to be grounded through difficult times, through not so difficult times, and through happy moments. So it does play a vital role in my life.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Staying fit is very vital to me for my well-being, my physical well-being, and my mental well-being. Because during my workout is the 1 hour where I don't worry about phone calls, I don't worry about anything. It's just time to myself. How do I manage that? I think as human beings, we always make time, and we can always make time for what is important to us. I make time to work out at least 3 times a week. If I'm not even doing any vigorous cardio or weight training, at least I'm able to do some stretches. It's very important to me. It gives me some solitude. It gives me time to relax. When it comes to food, it really is a personal choice. How do you feel on the inside? What are you trying to achieve for yourself? I don't deny myself anything, but then I try to eat in moderation. And I try to balance the healthy eating and also succumbing to my guilty pleasures. It's just a matter of trying to find balance. If you're looking for money, or money is your motivation, then this isn't it. Money will be as a result of, or profits will be as a result of you embarking on your passion. But then if it's your sole motivation, then you would have very lonely nights and very trying moments, because there are moments that will try you. There are times when you will see your expenses far outweighing your incomings, and then if money is your sole motivation for doing this, it will bring you down. One of my favorite words, or clarity. In everything that you do, having clarity, drowning out the noise and having clarity is very important. And having clarity also comes with being true to yourself. So those are 2 things that are very vital, and I would share with anybody trying to embark on anything in life. Clarity, knowing yourself, and staying true to yourself.